Hi YouTube friends, Alicia here with a video of these embellishments that I've made. It's not showing, the greatest just because of the way that I have my camera angled. I do not have a tripod for it, it's my iPhone. And I know that they've come up with a new tripod for the phone, so I think I'm going to invest in one if I'm going to be doing tutorials. But anyways, somebody had asked me, I posted these on Junk Journal Junkies, to do a quick tutorial on how I made these. Now, I will just show you some of them closer up. This one says believe, and this one says dream, and cherish. This one says imagine, dream again. This one says friend. So, hope. Another one that says friend. So yeah, you can write, whatever you want on as a sentiment. I have a computer, but my computer does not have a Microsoft Word on it, and so I tend to not use it for, well, I don't really use it for anything, to be honest. I don't have internet on it, I don't have Microsoft Word on it, so it's just not overly useful to me. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. So I will credit Crafty Irina for the idea of these embellishments. She has all kinds of embellishments on her channel. If you have not checked her out, you should. She has, she does the different holidays, pocket pill letters, junk journals, you name it, she can make it. I know she credits Cynthia at the Scrappy Bookworm 1 for, learning some of the embellishments that she's made. So check out both ladies, and, you'll find some inspiration there. And now let's get started on the tutorial as best I can. It's not going to be really a tutorial, but I will show you the general idea of what I've done and what I've used. So, just thinking here. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to take this one for an example. And it says imagine on it. And all this is, I'll go through the supplies, is the scallop square nestabilities, which is, here, and then it is the scallop circle, which is also nestabilities. I love them. I have gotten them fairly recently. I ordered them from Marie Wyatt, who had the Facebook store, I believe it is. Anyways, she's on Junk Journal Junkies, so I get my stuff, or a lot of my stuff, from her. So I'm really liking that. And on the edges, what I've done is I've used Distress ink and Worn lipstick. And if you want, obviously the blue one, I didn't use Worn lipstick, I used Broken China. Now I use the Distress inks because I have them and I really like them. If you have different inks, use different inks. Use what you have. If you're like me, when you watch a video and you see somebody do something you really like, you're like, oh, I have to buy that exact brand, or I have to get that exact product, whatever. No, you don't. Use what you have, and see what you can come up with. Same thing here, if you don't have a die cutting machine, use punches. It will do the same thing. You can use any shapes you want. Use stencils, cut them. Don't go spend a pile of money on something unless you know you're going to use it, other than for the specific project that you're wanting to make. Okay, and anyways, moving on. I've used some lace, which is this lace right here. Very pretty. I also used this lace, and, well, I can't really show you because if I try and pick it up, you'll just see you won't be able to see it anyways. I have about 12 containers of lace that I have organized, and actually I'll show you mostly how I keep things organized. I don't know, it's not really an original idea, but it's just something I kind of came up with. This is just cardboard, and then I wrap it around. When I say I have 12 bins, they're actually oddly organized, which, I don't know, I think it's just an OCD thing. I have all my white and cream together, and they're wrapped like this, and then head pin in them. And yeah, all my different colors sorted. And then I have a bag of stuff that, you know, mostly white trim, and it's short ends that I got from my thrift store. And I haven't organized them yet. 2 reasons. It's a lot of work to, you know, wind lace like that when there's piles of it. And it's kind of convenient just to have a bag to grab and say, hey, what's in here that I can use, rather than go through, you know, all my lace when I'm working on a project that just needs a small amount. So anyways, so that is what I do there. And then, like I said, we'll go back to this. This foam flower is from, I'm dropping things on the floor. This package here, Cheryl sent me these. And you know, it's funny, I saw them, and I actually thought they were wood when I saw them at my Dollarama. And I didn't pick any up, and I'm like, oh, those are cute, and whatever. You know how it is, you don't always grab them. I wish I did, but now that I look at them, but I mean, she sent me all different colors, so I'm stocked on them for a while. I love them. They're, yeah, like I said, they're actually foam, and they're so pretty. So she sent me, I think, 3 or 4 different color patterns of that. I've used a butterfly punch. Picked this up at a dollar store in Saskatchewan a couple years ago. You know, not super high quality, but it works great for what I want to do. And then what I've done is I punched 2 of them, and the camera's not really picking it up. And then I bent up the wings of the second one. Fabric, 3D fabric glitter from my Dollar Tree. What else do I have? Oh yes. Bling that came from Cheryl. I believe this is from Dollarama or Dollar Tree as well. And they're supposed to come off as strips, but I mean, I don't really want a rainbow strip of bling on most things, so I kind of just separate them and use them like that. So, pop dots that came from my dollar store. And last but not least, let's see if I can do this without dropping everything on the floor. Book pages, which I have hundreds of books, and so I have no shortage of book pages. I like this book. I'll show it to you this way. It is a German one, but a lot of the German books, I shouldn't say a lot of them, but more so than English books, I've noticed, their pages are thicker. And so, you know, it's not cardstock per se, but it's not thin paper, which is really nice, because it just makes my embellishments, you know, hold up a little bit better. Yeah, cuts great, you know, embosses, works really well. So I actually just picked up another couple of books with that thick page, oh my goodness, now I'm stumbling, with this thick paper in it. Anyways, so, you know, I think I'm stumbling all over. Next step, basically, or I should say the first step before I should have showed you any of this, I would go and I would say, okay, I want to use this shape. Do I want it pink, or do I want it blue, or whatever color I want it? You ink the edges, and then let's say, oh, I don't know. I'm going to make it a 3-tier one, so I would put a pop dot in the middle of this, ink the edge. This one didn't cut properly, but, or I didn't have it all the way in the die. So, you know, take 3 layers, pop dots on all 3 layers. And then if I want to add my lace, which, like I said, I showed you it was the cream lace, I would cut, you know, one section off, and I would stick it either under here, or wherever I wanted it. And then these little sentiments, where I wrote the sentiments, this is actually, and I don't have it to show you, it's like an arrow die cut, and to fishtail it, I cut it, obviously the arrow, and then I ran the point end of it, the die, through the back end to give it that fishtail look. And so that's how I did that. I would ink this up in whatever color, write the sentiment on it that I wanted. And then, oh, I forgot to show you, I have these chipboard butterflies that I picked up from my dollar store. Like I said, this stuff, or like you can tell, this stuff is pretty much all come from the dollar store. It's nothing, you know, super fancy, but it's what I have. And I have, you know, I have lots of dollar store stuff, thrift store stuff, and I enjoy using it, so it's what I use. So yeah, then I would say, you know, what color bling do I want? What flower do I want? Do I want a butterfly? Whatever you have to embellish, you would choose to embellish it at that point. And then, I have not done this yet, but with some of the smaller ones, you can add, I was thinking, you know, a paper clip this way, and then, you know, it can stick out the top of a journal, because I just think it looked really pretty. You could add it this way. I probably would not, because, you know, it would flatten it. You know, the choice is yours, really, what you want to do. But that is about the extent of what I've done. I have used tacky glue that you can see. I got 25 cents. I've used Elaine's tacky glue. I'm not thrilled with it. I think it was old, because I paid, whatever, I bought it from my Walmart, you know, paid regular price for it. And it was cheap enough, but it was so thick, I couldn't get it to spread. And I don't, you know, I had to use my fingers or a paintbrush or whatever I could find. I don't want to have to fuss with glue to get it to work. So I found that stuff, even though it's more expensive, it works a lot nicer. So I used that, and yeah, there's a bottle of it at my thrift store. So, you know, I picked it up. Why not? Yeah, now that this tutorial has been completely all over this place and the video's far too long, I'm gonna say goodbye. If you have, like I said, any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section, and I will get back to you. Thank you for watching.